It's summertime, which means sun, shinies, and the Pokémon GO Fest 2023 season. Today I have all the juicy details for the biggest event of the year, Pokémon GO Fest 2023, including the new mythical, new shiny Pokémon, features, and more, all shared live here from my new office. Yeah, I moved. It's kind of exciting. I also picked up surfing, and I'm going in 30 minutes. It's 5:30 in the morning right now. Also, a huge reminder that I will be hosting my very own event, the Shiny Luck Tour event in New York City the same weekend as GO Fest. So link is in the description for tickets. Stay tuned for details later in the video. Let's begin with the event we're all going to play, the Global GO Fest experience. This year is going to be huge with over 70 Pokemon featured, 4 rotating habitats, habitat-themed field research, and a ton of new shinies and exciting shinies to hunt. For starters, we've got a new, wait for it, costume Pikachu. Shocker, right? This year it will be a bit different though, which I am a big fan of. Each of the 4 habitats will have its own costume Pikachu. All of them will be wearing a crown, the crown made of whatever material the habitat is. And the 4 habitats are Pyrite Sands, Malachite Wilderness, Aquamarine Shores, and Quartz Terrarium. All themed obviously after the current season, the Season of Hidden Gems. It's important to explain exactly how this event is going to be working because there's 2 different experiences. One for ticket holders and one for non-ticket holders. Yes, even if you don't buy a Pokémon GO Fest 2023 ticket this year, you'll still experience some fun bonuses, spawns, and stuff we'll get into. And if you do purchase the ticket, obviously you'll get a lot more, like the brand new mythical Pokemon Deoncé. Yes, Deoncé is confirmed and ticket holders will be unlocking a special research storyline that will give them an encounter with this brand new Pokemon, which will be a dual fairy and rock type with a max CP of 3091 at level 50. Now, since this is a special research mythical, the likelihood of getting enough XL candies to get it to level 50 are, well, it's kind of impossible, so it will technically max out at 2734. Which isn't bad. Not sure if it's going to perform as a rock type, but it might break into the fairy type meta, so pretty good Pokemon to be released as the exclusive mythical. And that's not the only thing ticket holders will get. They will also receive incense exclusive Pokemon encounters, which I will reveal, an increased chance of shiny Pokemon. This is important. Buying a ticket for the Global GO Fest will increase your shiny Pokemon odds. Up to 9 free raid passes from spinning a gym each day, which I think is 18 raid passes over the 2 days, right? Because yeah, it's a 2-day event. These are in-person raid passes, not remote raid passes. Also special 7-kilometer eggs. We don't know what will be inside them. I'll reveal that when I get the information. 6 special trades per day for a total of 12 over the weekend, and the Global Challenge Arena. And the incense exclusive spawns will be different for each habitat, and they include Unknown Diamond, which obviously spells diamond, right in line with the Season of Hidden Gems. And they all can be shiny, which is huge. If you've played past events where the shiny unknowns are spawning on the incense, you'll know that they are pretty impossible to get. So this is cool. Keep your hopes managed. Although there is one shiny unknown that is mind-blowing that will only be released at the in-person events. Stay tuned to find out which one that one is. Okay, so the spawns for each habitat, they will all spawn the Unknown Diamond, along with some other Pokemon. In the Pyrite Sands, Pawniard will be spawning in the wild. Malachite Wilderness will see Carnivine spawns on the incense. Aquamarine Shores will get Pachirisu, which I just journeyed to Alaska to get, so that's cool. And the Quartz Terrarium will have Hisui and Growlithe. Definitely some huge potential in the incense, which is great. Plus, Pawniard is a 12-kilometer egg hatch only Pokemon. So to get that in the wild and to get that potentially shiny in the wild is very cool. And you know what's even more cool? New shiny Pokemon. For the Global GO Fest, the new shiny Pokemon debuts will include Goomy, Oranguru, East and West Shellos, and Joltik, which means I was 50% right with my GO Fest shiny predictions. I'm pretty good at this thing. And there are a lot more new shinies releasing during the in-person events, which will happen before the global. So I'm assuming the new shiny Pokemon we see released during the in-person events, we will get to catch and play for during the global event because it happens later in the month. Oh, and if you purchase the Global GO Fest ticket before July 5th, you'll get access to an exclusive special research storyline that will give an encounter with the new Pokemon Carbink, which will be a dual fairy and rock type with a max CP of 1658. So definitely a cool catch, definitely will be something rare in the future, but nothing too meta relevant. You don't have to worry about catching it if you don't want it. Also, apparently if you purchase the ticket by August 1st, there's another special research story reward, but we don't have the information for that quite yet, so make sure you're subscribed here to find out when I find out. And to clarify what everyone gets during this event, ticket or no ticket. The special rotating habitat spawns during day 1. Everyone will also be getting these exclusive spawns all in the wild during day 2. Basically, all of the Pokemon spawning in the habitats during day 1 will just all spawn randomly during day 2. And bonuses for everyone, ticket holders or non-ticket holders, include 1-hour lure modules, field research themed around the habitats, snapshot surprises, and the remote raid pass daily limit will be raised to 20. Lucky us! Reminder that the main problem was the price hike, but I guess that's helpful too. I'm down. Okay, let's talk about the really fun stuff. The Pokemon GO Fest IRL experiences. Because there's things being released here that will be impactful to everyone, whether you're attending or not. Starting with what all 3 events will be getting. Sigilif spawns, which happens to be one of the single hardest regional Pokemon to get in the entire game because it only spawns in Egypt. I do not have this, obviously, and I will be trying not to catch it during GO Fest because I like catching regionals where they naturally spawn, so we'll have to do an Egypt adventure one of these days. All the IRL GO Fests will also be getting Costume Pikachu and Aerodactyl. The Global GO Fest will get Costume Pikachu, but Costume Aerodactyl is exclusive to the in-person events. I think kind of like how what was it? Cowboy Hat Snorlax was last year. The IRL events will also be getting the Diamond Unknown spawns, including one more unknown exclamation point. Yes, it's coming back. I was hoping that either exclamation point or question mark would come back during this event, and it is, but only during the in-person events. Now, the significance behind this is the fact that question mark unknown was only ever released twice back in 2018 and has not been back since until today. Well, August. And for the first time ever, it can be shiny. This is going to be an incredibly rare opportunity to get this Pokemon. Man, fingers crossed. I'll be at these events, so make sure you subscribe here to the channel to watch my videos of hunting this really exclusive Pokemon. Okay, the 3 IRL events will also be getting Deontay from Special Research, Carbink from Field Research, and possibly even Snapshots, Half Hatch Distance, 6 special trades per day, reduced Stardust for trades, 9 free raid passes from Spinning Gyms, and 2 times Catch Candy, which is honestly a lot, but it's not all. At each of the 3 events, players will all get a pretty unique experience with a lot of exciting spawns and little surprises. Starting with London, the event will be split between the park experience and the city experience. The park will be at Brockwell Park, and the day will be segmented. Where you start will depend on your ticket that you purchase. And this is how all 3 IRL events are going to work, so it's important to know. The morning session will be from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., intermission from 1:30 to 2:30, and then the afternoon session from 2:30 to 7. So technically this event goes from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That is a really long 10-hour grind day. And the new shiny Pokemon debuting in London will include shiny Jupiter, Petilil, and unknown exclamation point. I'm excited about Petilil, honestly, because it's kind of an annoying Pokemon because it's really hard to catch and it can't be shiny and it's not good. It can be shiny now. This is exciting. There will be 4 unique habitats, each with their own spawns, which will be different from the global experience, which is honestly the best part about these events because basically you can just hang out in whatever habitat that has the Pokemon that you're trying to get shiny, and you can just keep catching until you get the shiny and then go to a different habitat. Way better than the rotating spawns on the incense. Okay, so the habitats will include Dark Jungle, which will have Heracross, Seviper, Jupiter, Pumpkaboo, and more. Fairy Garden, which will have Cacnea, Petilil, Spritzy, Detonate, and more. The Hypnotic Glacier habitat, which will feature Galarian Mr. Mime, Snorlax, Snowy Form, Cast Form, Elgin, and more. That Snowy Form, Cast Form, one of the rare shinies in the game. And the Volcanic Island, which will have Aerodactyl wearing a satchel, Surskit, Lucario, Durant, and more. Definitely some amazing and huge shiny opportunities there. Now, moving over to the New York City event, which remember is where I'm hosting my own in-person event, the Shiny Luck Tour event. This event will be super similar to the Las Vegas Shiny Luck Tour event, where we did an epic rare box break, had a fun meet and greet where everyone got on my friends list, competed in a huge community challenge, and ended the night with a live DJ performance by the one and only Trainer Tips. All of this and more will be going down the evening of August 17th in New York City. The link is down in the description below to buy your tickets. Make sure to pop in before they sell out. Okay, what's going down in New York City for the GO Fest event? Same deal with the split park and city experience. The park will be Randall's Island Park, and the city spawns will reach actually Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. Really spread out. Same deal, 9 a.m. start, 7 p.m. finish. And there's 2 new shiny Pokemon debuting in New York City that I am super excited for. Skrelp, and Golett. Mainly because Skrelp comes out of 12-kilometer eggs and it can't be shiny, and it's completely useless, so at least now, well, after August, it can be shiny. There will also be 4 unique habitats which are different from London, and they include the Poison Swamp, which has Scorpy, Venipede, Skrelp, and Noibat, the Closed Treasures habitat, which will have Sableye, Chimecho, Yamask, Golett, and more, Athletic Field, which will have Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, Makuhita, and more, and the Prehistoric Volcano, which will have Aerodactyl wearing a satchel, Darumaka, Archon, Axew, and more. That one's gonna be good. I'm gonna be hunting there. And then finally, the Osaka, Japan Go Fest, which is going down the same weekend as the London Go Fest experience. So I'll be in Japan. This event is happening at the Expo 70 Commemorative Park along with inside of Suita City. And since the event is again happening the same time as London, it's pretty much the same event. The new shinies are Unknown Exclamation Point, Dupiter, and Petalil, and the habitats are Dark Jungle with Heracross, Seviper, Dupiter, and Pumpkaboo, Fairy Garden with Cacnea, Petalil, Spritzy, Dedenne, Hypnotic Glacier with Galarian Mr. Mime, Snorlax, Snowy Castform, Elgyem, and the Volcanic Island with Aerodactyl wearing a satchel, Snowy Castform, Surskit, Lucario, Durant, and more. Overall, a pretty solid lineup of events this year. And one thing that we don't know is if there's going to be an Ultra Unlock challenge this year, which always makes Go Fest season that much more exciting. So hopefully we get that information shared with us, and if we do, I will share it here on the channel. And overall for this Go Fest season, there are 11 new shiny Pokemon being released compared to 7 during last year's Go Fest. The only thing I'm still confused about is what will be in the raid battles. The remote raid limit is up, and we have 9 free raid passes per day, but what are we gonna be raiding? Not sure, but definitely a lot of exciting things, a lot of value, and a lot of cool stuff to catch during Pokemon Go Fest 2023. As we get more information for these events, I will share them here on the channel, so make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.